Explain what you saw out there, what he was doing. Was that within what you wanted done? It looked pretty good.
Well, he took a lot better steps. I thought his balance was a lot better. We've been on him about his balance, and I thought he kind of stepped in shots better, went more straight up and down, and they went in. Tried to run some things for him, but kind of, because we were struggling, particularly when KJ wasn't in. Dennis made a big, should have done three-point play, missed a free throw for us, and that was that was a big boy post up. He posted up strong in the lane, which we needed at that time because we were struggling without KJ. But I know that KJ scored in the second half, but I think you see how important he is to us because he gets everybody where they're supposed to be, and he gets so much attention that it kind of opens things up for everybody else. But Gary Brown makes a big three for us, and finally steals the line, makes some free throws for us. I thought Jabari had a big game. Jabari makes a big three. He didn't shoot it near as well as what he shot the last game, but he made a big three for us when KJ wasn't there. We just kind of, we got to stop taking plays off. We just take plays off. We got guys that just stand there and guys run by them and go rebound. And it's not high school anymore, It's we'll do it for a while and we don't do it. And I haven't maybe emphasized it quite as much because you can only put them on treadmill so much whenever you're playing so many games in a short period of time as what we are, but we're going to fix it.
Can you talk about going to the three guards?
We pass the ball better. And if you saw kind of how stagnant we got whenever we didn't have those guys in, and we just passed the ball so much better. And then, the key to attacking zones, and really the keys to attacking second man to man, you got to move the ball. And those three guys move the ball obviously better than our other guys do.
Coach, a couple years ago, or maybe even last year, if Truck starts off the game with a couple of turnovers, a couple of missed shots, maybe a couple of bad missed shots, you're yanking him right off to the bench to watch. Has the level of trust grown between
I
you
did
two?
take him out.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just.
What the hell are you watching?
I'm just wondering if there's more of a level of trust that he'll turn things around.
I took him out because he didn't run what I told him to run during a timeout. But then the guy I put in gets, they straight line drive him for a layup, and I was like, okay, that's enough. Gotta get back in. Yeah, there's a lot more trust, sure, and that happens. But they know when they make mistakes as well. Obviously, I'm not going to let them continue to make the same ones, but generally you don't. Generally they know when they haven't done what we ask them to do.
So you can tell your freshmen about Big East, and the Truck and them can tell the freshmen about Big East play, but did they tonight get a pretty good lesson in what Big East basketball is like?
Yeah, that's a pretty good 7-16. No, I told them that again. Just 17 more, guys. 17 more.
Well, even you seem to be in pain right now, and I think you got blood, you got Dennis going down. It was physical too.
Well, we did not respond very well to their physicality. They were way more physical than we were today. But I think that you keep the thing that bothers me that we keep telling them is the reputation that we have here is that we're going to rebound and we're going to guard. And so everybody comes in with the idea that they're going to keep us off the glass, and they're going to have to be very physical rebounding the ball. And people talk about we're physical defensively, which maybe at one time we were. We're not now, but at one time we were.
Coach, at one point you went zone. Did that help you? What was your thought process when you did that?
I'll tell you what happened. We knew they were going to play some 2-3 zone, and so we worked against their 2-3 zone, and then I had, the starters play 2-3 zone against the second team. They're pretty good at it, So I thought, against this team in particular, because I thought if we went point drop, we'd get too spread. That maybe 2-3 wouldn't be bad. so we actually practiced it a little bit more that day, and then we did it and walked through today, and so we've spent a total of probably 8 or 9 minutes on it. And, you know, but with KJ and Truck and Dennis, they kind of have an idea. And it really helped us. You know, I told them if, you know, if spacing wasn't good, go ahead and trap, and we trapped it in the first half and got a turnover, which was good. I mean, at the end of the game, it wasn't, I think we got a hand on the ball in a 2-3 zone, but it was man-to-man at the end when we made the steals and got the cushion.
How bad is KJ's eye cut? I mean, is he gonna get stitches?
He needs a little character.
He needs a little character in his face, yeah.
He's too much of a baby face now. I'd take a couple scars would be good for him. Make him look a little tougher. Although, you know, I said that to him, and then I started thinking, maybe because that baby face of yours is why they let you rebound so much. Maybe you don't think you're a tough player. But, you know, he'll be okay. He's one of us. He's a gamer. He'll be out there tomorrow going. I'm sure it's going to swell a little bit, but I think it's right in the eyebrow. He just hit on that bone. You know, when you hit on that bone, it cuts easier.
Coach, turnovers a struggle earlier in the year. You outscored 24-6 in points off turnovers today. Does that show how far some of the young guys have come?
It's a day-to-day thing. You know, I mean, we were better today, but we played 3 guards a bunch today too. And when you play 3 guards, we ought to pass it better. I mean, as sure as I would say, oh yeah, I think they're getting better, then we'll have about 27 of them, you know, 2 nights from now. So I'm not going to say that, but we are getting better.
Coach, what did you think of Dennis's performance tonight, playing through the hip injury?
I thought he was tentative at first, honestly, and then I thought, you know, particularly when we lost KJ, I thought he was much better. Dennis has got to be physical to be effective, and I thought he got, as the game wore on, I thought he became more and more engaged in the physicality that was going on, and to tell the truth, he did a great job on the ball screens. At the end of the game, he's the guy they had to try to throw the ball over top of, and he's a lot to throw over and around, for that matter.
With a fast turnaround like you got, are you practicing tonight or gonna give him the rest of the night off?
No, we're going to go early though. We're going to go at 1 o'clock. We thought about going 4 to 7, but I think we go at 1 o'clock, and then we'll have the game's not till 9, so we should be fine. I mean, honestly, this turnaround's not going to be near as bad as the Kansas State-Miami turnaround.
Coach, what was it that got Truck turned around? Just a matter of just getting a few to go in and then on a roll from there? Or?
He's put a lot of time in Dustin, in all honesty. You know, he's been with Jared and getting extra shots. We went twice yesterday because we needed to, and he wanted to stay afterwards and shoot. And Larry was trying to kick him out, and I think he still came back and got shots. So, you know, it's like the old boy said to me one time. He said, "Working hard don't guarantee success, but it sure as hell gives you a better chance." And I think that's true.